All right, time to talk about ERCOT again. We got our fourth conservation alert of the summer yesterday. Pretty long one for 7 hours there. So we have Joe Patel, who is an energy expert here, to kind of walk us through. We're still under a weather watch, so we're not out of the woods. Why does this keep happening?
Well, you've got a few factors going on, Lena. You've got, number one, reality of it is that we are dealing with conditions that are just unprecedented, right? You're dealing with unprecedented demand, unprecedented heat, a relentless heat dome that has just decided to be our friend all summer. But the reality of it is, too, that, you know, as we tell clients, and I think as my dad used to tell me, hope is not a strategy, and that's essentially what a conservation request is with ERCOT. There's no strategy here. This is simply, hey guys, can we crank up the AC for a few degrees? And I think what needs to happen here, Lena, is, as others have suggested, have a citizens response plan where we incentivize folks to crank up the AC, cool your house in the morning, and then you know, make sure that it's a little warmer, and we reduce energy usage at peak times. This was used for years effectively in telecommunications. It's been used at times by utilities to make sure that when it's the hottest and when our system is at its greatest amount of demand, that we have folks who have reason and are actually actively participating in using less power.
And there are some REPs, some of the people who send us our bills, who do offer incentives, but you're saying on a larger scale,
right?
Kind of like they do for the large monster energy takers. You know, I'm looking at the margins for tonight. We're tight again, about 1,500 margin between supply and demand at about 7:30. So would you be surprised if we get a conservation notice again today?
Oh, not a bit. I mean, you know, go pull up whatever weather app you choose, and the 10-day forecast says we're going to be here for a while. Right now, we are thankfully being saved by the amount of intermittent power, the wind and solar that have been put on the system since 2021. But to be sure, this is a canary in the coal mine for winter, Lena.
I was going to ask you that because solar and wind, you know, tend to be more of our friend in the summer than the winter. So just really quickly, give me kind of what we should be looking out for, or what you're thinking about. Do you have any concerns about winter based on what we've seen so far?
Oh, absolutely. If we don't bring more battery storage on board, if we don't have more accumulated power through different citizens groups, etc., that can be put on the grid, we're going to have a problem when wind and solar isn't there during the cold months to take care of us. So right now, ERCOT, now is the time to start planning for it, and for your viewers as well.
Okay, thank you, Joe Patel, who has been incredible to me, helping me, guiding me through this, so we can get you the information you need when you need it. And we'll follow this for you always, all the time, online, fox26houston.com.